Gabrielle Grunwald faced cancer like she faced everything else in her life, head on. The professional runner from Perham, Minnesota, inspired many with her positive outlook in the face of a deadly diagnosis.
She passed away on June 11th at just 32 years old. And in that short time, she was able to make some big impacts on the world around her. And yesterday, hundreds headed out to Minneapolis to celebrate her life. And here's Christian Cordero.
On paper, Gabe Grunwald is a decorated runner who arrived at the University of Minnesota as a walk-on and left as an All-American, a team captain, and a professional athlete.
Somebody who took what life gave to her and took it so well and really triumphed through it all. And
by all accounts, Gabe Grunwald, the person, wasn't much different.
Remember once at Notre Dame, she messed up a race and I was like all over her. I was like in her face and she was like, "Arr." And the next day she came out and ran a PR in the 800. So she's just one of those kids that could, well, she could just like, oh, I got cancer. Well, I'm going to beat this.
Her tenacity really came through in how she handled herself despite knowing she wouldn't beat it. Adenoid cystic carcinoma affects about 1,200 people a year. There's no cure. Gabe saw it as no reason to hold back. She broke distance records, finished 4th in the Olympic trials, and started a nonprofit aimed to help rare cancer research. It's called Brave Like Gabe. It's a reminder for anyone who needs it for generations to come.
You don't have cancer for 10 years and fight, like she did. I mean, and then just kind of stop. And I think there's a huge family here that I think it's going to get bigger, and it's all thankful to Gabe.
Gabe's body will stay here at Hillside to rest. Her spirit will live on in the city she loves and in the lives she touched around the world. In Minneapolis, I'm Christian Cordero, WCCO 4 News.
Incredibly sad, and yet also it's really inspiring to see.
Yes, someone persevere.
Yes, exactly. We're really touched by this too. Friends and family honored that beloved Minnesota runner after her funeral the best way they know how. After the funeral mass, family and friends hit the road for a 1-mile memorial run in her memory. And here we're seeing some, I believe this is video from that 1-mile run, and you may have noticed, we did at least, a familiar face in there. Chip Gaines.
Fixer-uppers, HGTV star Chip Gaines was seen. There he is, right in the front, blue long sleeve, and I believe next to her husband there. And she helped him train when he hosted a marathon at their silos down in Waco, Texas. And she got him ready for that and was kind of her inspiration for him running a marathon in that. And I mean, yeah, she's from my hometown. She graduated with my older sisters. And so it's amazing to think, the people what they can go on to achieve, and how someone from Perham, Minnesota, I feel like we think just because we're from around here, we can't.
From a small town?
And that we're nobodies because of it sometimes. And that's not the case. It doesn't matter where you're from.
She'll be missed by people, really, I think, around the world.
Yes.
So, incredible. Stay with us. Coming up next, taking a little turn of direction. We're going to be talking about some great summer reads, and we have some top picks for you next.